It is said that George Washington had a secret obsession with time travel. He had long been intrigued by the idea of being able to travel through time, to see events unfold throughout history with his own eyes. Washington became consumed by this idea, and spent countless nights studying ancient texts and speaking to scientists and philosophers, all in the hopes of mastering the art of time travel. And then, finally, one fateful night, he did it. He stepped into a time machine of his own invention, and traveled back to the year 1776, back to the beginning of the Revolutionary War. There he found himself on the battlefield, in the midst of the fierce fighting. But he wasn't there to fight, he was there to change the course of history. With his knowledge of future events, he began to strategize in ways that defied all logic and expectation. He knew exactly where the enemy troops would be at any given moment, and used this to orchestrate attacks that left the British soldiers reeling. He also came up with new tactics, such as training eagles to drop bombs on British soldiers, and using futuristic gadgets and weapons to aid his army. As a result of his interventions, the Revolutionary War ended much sooner than it was meant to, with the American forces emerging victorious. But when he returned to the present day, Washington found that his actions had unforeseen consequences that he couldn't have imagined. The world he returned to was drastically different from the one he had left, with a new set of challenges and obstacles to overcome. In the end, Washington learned a valuable lesson, that actions have consequences, and that sometimes the best way to change the future is to focus on the present. And so, the legend of George Washington's time travel adventure lives on, inspiring us to dream big and never stop learning and exploring the possibilities of the world around us.